So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running.
OK, I'm probably going to be accused of full-back bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so he's not the type that's going to be constantly rushing up and down the flank at 100 miles per hour, delivering crosses.
Out towards the flank, Ronaldinho, very nicely done, and it's Conte. Brilliantly cut out. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Torres. Rui Costa.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Vieira promptly onto that, and that is that. Rui Costa. Ronaldinho. Rui Costa. And it's Yaya Toure. Messi. Now it's Drogba. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. And that has been cut short. Saliba. Belletti. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Searching passes played there. Yaya Toure. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rui Costa going face-to-face with his great rival. Sergi is one whose deliveries we all know about.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Batistuta receives it in a wide position. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Yaya Toure. It's Rui Costa.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Drogba. Ronaldinho driving through the middle. Ball's gone out of play. Swung over. Now, can they get him away? He's shifting through the gears here. Tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Defending of the desperate variety. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. He's onside. Nice control. Goes for a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Messi goes short. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And reclaimed it in a trice. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The United States are looking to break at pace. Vieira. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Out to the right. Oh, some tackle that. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's been cut out, well played. Konate cuts it out. And it's Messi. Messi. And here's Batistuta. It has been tight. Now it's Drogba. And he cuts out the supply. Luis Suarez. Great chance! Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Bergomi is there to clear. And here's Suarez. And here's Suarez. And he shoots! And it's a goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when you start...
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter, be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
The United States have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
The United States really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
There's no flag. He has a look. Chance for a shot! Cleared without complication. And it's Conte. Sergi. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Fernando Torres. Ronaldinho. That's a lovely, neat pass. Ronaldinho. Drogba. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Still just a single goal between the sides. shot could be on. A lovely bit of skill. It's Ronaldinho! And again the keeper stands strong.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
Corner number 2 then. Cleared away. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Ronaldinho. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, good take in a good area. Shot a goal!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Ronaldinho. Madrid finding their passes. Oh, well played, well played.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now he's off and running. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Tries to pass it through. And here's Batistuta. And this is Messi. Now, who's going to be first to this?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
The only breakthrough then came. And here's Batistuta. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta. Drive. Oh, shooting chance!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And here's Drogba. He is through here.
Drogba really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Now it's Drogba. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. The United States can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Now it's Torres. Beckenbauer wins the duel this. And that's it. The United States have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here.
Fernando Torres really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And the shot! And the counter is on. Now it's Batistuta. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentina's greatest number 9, without doubt. I don't think I've ever seen anyone strike the ball with such violence, if I can put it like that. We might well be seeing his iconic celebration in the next couple of hours.
Belletti. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Looking to play him in. Oh, he's played it in low. Ronaldinho! Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, they can break here. Rui Costa. Rui Costa, great vision. Now that... Yaya Toure! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. So it is still 0-0. Conte.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out. He'll be disappointed with that.
Chance, surely! Conte. Here's Rodri. And it's Ronaldinho. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Yaya Toure is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Torres. Messi. Yaya Toure. Vieira. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Belletti. And it's Belletti. Messi. And that has left him in a heap. Messi is fouled. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
And it's Belletti. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now, can they get him away? And this is Ronaldinho. It's a goal kick. Threads one in. Shot could be on. Shapes to shoot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Can he find the finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Oh, given away. And the finish! It's there! A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Madrid have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. The United States certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Sergi is always looking to play quality balls. Ronaldinho. Can he latch on to this? It's Sergi. And it's Ronaldinho. Passes short and sharp. Conte. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And Torres! Rijkaard goes long. No, again there's no way through. And it's Ronaldinho.
2 minutos de descuento.
Messi. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Belletti. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
The United States can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And this is Torres. Now this could be a chance. Takes a shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Ronaldinho. Now it's Torres. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Plays a sharp little ball here. And it's Sergi. Conte. Rodri. Tries to pass it through. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
The message is clear, none shall pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And no, he's seen through all of that. Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Yaya Toure! And it's come back out to him. He has done it! The United States are back on level terms. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
The United States grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Howson. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. And this is Kante. So what can they make of this? Ronaldinho. Nice looking ball. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Messi. Belletti. And here's Batistuta. Conte. And here's Torres.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Rui Costa. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Ronaldinho, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Not the most accurate pass. Vieira. And it's Yaya Toure. Now it's Luis Suarez.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Rui Costa takes control of it and he's on the move. Oh, important interception. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter, and he's worked it through. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Little pass back. It's a loose ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Rui Costa. Oh, well played.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10, Ronaldinho. El dorsal 17, Messi. El dorsal 9.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Madrid are looking to go forward now.
Serán sustituidos por el
Raúl.
dorsal 11.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now.
El dorsal 20.
Batistuta!
El dorsal 6.
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
The United States
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Driving forward. Oh, shooting chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Forwards and with intent. Now it's Torres. Torres! They've scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
How's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And this is Batistuta. Messi. He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style. And the comeback is complete. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Madrid goes for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Ronaldinho going full steam ahead down the left flank. Ronaldinho looking to run onto it. Now he's off and running. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And here's Torres, spread out to the left. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's fabulous. Yaya Toure is always looking to break lines. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Kante, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, super find. Belletti. Konate. It's Ronaldinho. And it's Ronaldinho. Belletti. Messi, given the lift of his goal. Great defending, strong and determined. That is good alertness. Conte. Now it's Torres. Rui Costa. Now it's Bebeto. Now it's Ronaldinho. Bebeto. Now it's Rui Costa. And here's Suarez. The United States are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Sergi is looking to influence the game from out wide. Rodri. Oh no, this does not look good. He might be in here. Casillas gets it clear. Belletti. Oh, he's been caught napping. Now it's Ronaldinho. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Could move up a gear here. Pass somewhat off target. Yaya Toure. To Rui Costa. Bebeto. Rijkaard. Yaya Toure. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho goes steaming forward. Fernando Torres. And he thumps it clear. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
And we are already promptly back underway.
The United States really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And here's the chance to counter. Messi carries the ball down the right. Conte. Madrid finding their passes. And it's Ronaldinho. Tries to... Gets his head on it! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, this looks sharp. Yaya Toure. And this is Bebeto. Rui Costa. Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Batistuta. That's Bebeto. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And the through ball. It's Luis Suarez! Sensational from Suarez! He's got himself an absolute peach. They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening. Bebeto really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Konate. Saliba. Tries to pass it through. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Belletti. And it's Rodri. For Conte. Sergi. Now, can they get him away? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Bebeto picks it up out wide. Yaya Toure. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. That's a cute ball.
Batistuta.
He's wide and looking to get onto this. Rijkaard. And it's Vieira.
This is the time you need that pace.
Tries to play it through. And he's well positioned. Takes a shot! Goal! The United States! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
17.
The United States go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal.
This is Batistuta. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Neymar ready to try one.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man.
Neymar! Opts to play it back. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Distributed tidily. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. Rosicki with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Konate, and it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Well spotted.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Del Piero. Neymar. Neymar! And that could come back to haunt them.
Now that's really unlucky because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence.
Nicely weighted ball. Lovely, now then. Decent chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Batistuta deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Sergi.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
3 minutos de descuento.
Knocks it out wide. Vinicius Junior to Isco. Neymar. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. And the counter is on. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. The United States have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
And it's Messi. That's a lovely, neat pass. Aimed beyond the defence. Zanetti gets it clear. That's the throw.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Conte. And here's Ronaldinho. He's free, he has got space. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rui Costa unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Yaya Toure is always looking to break lines. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to... Chance for a shot! It's anyone's ball now. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Batistuta is onto this. Now there's a big chance! That's a half-decent try.
Belletti really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Beckenbauer. Now it's Rui Costa. And here's Suarez. Now it's Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ball driven towards the far post. Not the most convincing of passes. More and more pressure on the ball here. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Let's Batistuta. They've got to be quick to recover this. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he shoots!
held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Madrid have their second corner now. Ronaldinho goes short. Conte, he's had a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Picked out brilliantly. And the shot! He's delivered all right! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. The United States making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rui Costa looking to penetrate opposition lines. There's the whistle for half-time. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And Bebeto! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Can he get it through? Bergomi gets a foot in here. Belletti. Sergi is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now, can they get him away? That ball looks a good one. A corner it is then. So their fourth corner of the game. They've played it short. The United States are looking to go forward now. And it's Messi. The United States still this single goal behind. And he was alert to it. Howson. Now Yaya Toure. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Well, Bebeto! Another save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
Punched away. And that has left him in a heap. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Looking to play him in. Torres receives it in a wide position. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Zanetti. The message is clear, none shall pass. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Luis Suarez, out to the right. Yaya Toure. The United States perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Madrid are looking to break at pace.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10, Ronaldinho. El dorsal 17, Messi.
In with the challenge.
El dorsal 9.
The United
Fernando
States
Torres.
will have one further
El dorsal
opportunity to
16.
make a substitution.
El dorsal
And
2.
Batistuta!
Serán sustituidos por
That was
el dorsal
superb
11.
goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and
El
dealing with it.
dorsal 12. El
The
dorsal
United States
38.
have their third
El
corner.
dorsal 7, Beckham. Se va a realizar un cambio de
And
jugadores.
into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Kaka. Pinches it off him. And here's the chance to counter. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. Takes on his marker. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Played out wide. Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Yaya Toure. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Vinicius Junior, and he's gone searching crossfield. Zanetti. Beckenbauer. Vieira. Luis Suarez. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. That has not gone
3
well.
minutos de descuento.
Threads one in. Well read, and the danger is averted. Howson. And it's Kaka. Oh, they could break here. Oh, it's Batistuta.
That's good play from him.
Well read, nice interception. And time is up. The United States perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Real chance!
Now it's Bebeto. Close, and a shot!
Bebeto really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support...
Can he finish? They scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one and he looks hungry for more.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Pete.
The United States are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Some good work on the right flank here. Just eases him off the ball. Ambrosini, Bebeto, Luis Suarez. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that is as far as they're going to go. Great chance! Oh, taken with style! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added... And the shot! Messi. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. This looks promising, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He was under real pressure there. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Torres gets into a good position. Rodri. Can he get it through? And Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Messi plays it short. Now it's Messi. Messi's cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. The United States have the chance to go the other way. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And it's Messi. Ambrosini. It's a really well-measured ball. Bebeto. Messi. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Torres. Looking to play him in. Fernando Torres. Brzezinski. Ronaldinho. Of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Ronaldinho. And here's Torres. That is Conte. Brzezinski. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Brzezinski. Great vision. Ambrosini. That's a good ball out wide. Crosses it in. Showing good feet. And he's only too happy to take that back. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How would you review the first half?
The United States really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be...
Applies the finish! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
There's the header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And he's there to retrieve it. Nicely weighted ball. That's been slipped through. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Bebeto!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vieira. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That ball looks a good one. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that has been clubbed away. Now it's Brzezinski. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, important interception. Almost an hour gone. Chance here to counter. And here's Batistuta. He is through here. Ronaldinho. Shapes to shoot! Sticks it away! And they're back in front. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Ronaldinho. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And here's Torres. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ronaldinho. They get a throw in.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10, Ronaldinho.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fernando Torres. El dorsal 2. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 22.
That's a look and place it forward.
El dorsal 14. El dorsal 6. El dorsal
The United
38.
States perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Rui Costa. Rui Costa's cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He has a look up. Tries a shot!
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Rui Costa. Gravenberg. Vieira. That is ended up in no man's land. Now that looks a decent ball. Rui Costa. And it's Rui Costa. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
That's a sharp pass.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Gets a good foot in there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Looking for options for movement. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Messi. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference? And Torres! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
The United States finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Conte. And it's Conte for Messi. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Yaya Toure. Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
The United States are such an adept counter-attacking team.
And the shot! Sticks it away! And they've got their lead back. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Bebeto! He's scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to drop, and now their chins are up.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Quite a... And Torres! He has done it! And they get themselves in front! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Well, this is certainly not boring. What a great game we've got here. Bebeto. That's tidy. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Messi. And he welcomes it in. Torres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Suarez. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Torres. Out towards the flank. Ronaldinho. Conte. And it's Messi. Batistuta. Caught offside that time. The United States are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Konate did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's a good ball. And he's running, and the shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Belletti. Rodri. Conte. Ronaldinho, the specialist in tearing teams apart. It's a pretty loose pass. Sergi. And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. And here's Torres. Zanetti getting this one clear. Ronaldinho. And this is Torres.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's half-time here. Oh, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Howson cuts out the pass. Beckenbauer. Yaya Toure. And it's Bergomi. And it's Yaya Toure. Now it's Bebeto. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Threads one in. Batistuta receives it in a good position here. And he's gone backward here. Yaya Toure. Rui Costa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And this is Rui Costa. Chance for a shot! He scores! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Here's a sharp little ball here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Konate. Ronaldinho, the man we've all come to watch. Now it's Torres. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Luis Suarez. He's in space and looking for options. Bebeto! It's hit the upright. Messi. Now Sergi. Not the most accurate pass. Kante goes steaming forward. Yaya Toure. Vieira.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's a good ball out wide. And it's been played through. Sergi. And it's Belletti. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Batistuta providing an outlet on that flank. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Ronaldinho.
So who's he going to be aiming for here?
Messi. El dorsal 9. Fernando Torres. El dorsal 2. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 20.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
El dorsal 38. Cambio de jugadores.
And here's Kaká. Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. No outsmarting him this time. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Sergi. And it's Gravenberch. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Gravenberch. Here's Rodri. Belletti. They'll have one final crack at it. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ambrosini. And this is Nakata. Nakata ploughing through the middle. Chance, surely!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So that's it. It is all over. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. It's hot seat. Here's our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Goalkeeper's done supremely well to deal with that.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so he's not the type that's going to be constantly rushing up and down the flank at 100 miles per hour, delivering crosses.
Now it's Luis Suarez.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
The United States with the corner. They're first. Casillas gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's had it taken off him. That's a foul, no two ways about it. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Messi takes a shot! Rui Costa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Suarez is herring after that one. Madrid upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
And this is Ronaldinho. Messi. That's a promising run he's making on the right. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Conte. Rodri. Conte. And that is a good ball to... And Messi! Denied by an instinctive save.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Messi plays it short. Messi, and he stands tall, impenetrable. Goes down, but nothing given. And now they can spring out of defence. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Torres. He's found some space. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Out towards the flank. Now the delivery. Good read, needed to be. That's going to go a long way. Vieira. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rodri. Ronaldinho showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Batistuta, passing nice and neat. Oh, good read.
That was well played.
Shot at goal! They've scored!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
One sweep, great chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Messi. Bergomi with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Ronaldinho is onto it in a flash. Ronaldinho on a charge down the left. And the shot! He's got it all! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a...
And we've reached half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak when you're not only losing but a man down as well, and while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Can he finish? It's there! The second half sparked straight into life. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Ronaldinho has it in a wide position, drives it in. Konate tries to clear.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Conte, the man synonymous with solidity. And it's Conte. Well, we've seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Oh, sweet feet. Tries to play it through. He's onside, and a chance! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the lead now is 2. Shapes to shoot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. In it comes. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Zanetti to Rui Costa, and the pass is intercepted. Now it's Torres. Great vision. And this is Batistuta. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And this is Luis Suarez. Conte. Now it's Torres. Ronaldinho. Now it's Bebeto. Bebeto! It's anyone's ball. Oh, what has happened here? Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
It's their second corner of the game.
Ronaldinho. El dorsal 17.
Climbs up big!
El dorsal 9. Fernando
He can
Torres.
get that clear.
El dorsal 2. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 20. El
Madrid
dorsal
have the
22.
chance to go the other way.
El dorsal 14. El
Del
dorsal
Piero
38.
picks it up out
Se va a
wide.
llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Oh, nice touch. Kaká. Now it's Del Piero. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That pass has been well intercepted. That's been slipped through, and this is Bebeto. Bebeto delivers. Couldn't squeeze it through. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And it's been played through. And he's managed to get free. Has a look and plays it forward. Del Piero. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Batistuta.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Bebeto. This might spell... And Bebeto! And that's a real chance missed.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
It's a loose, and again! Oh, it's come loose! And that was very necessary. Played out to the right. And here's Suarez. Good take, and is he in? Can he finish? He has done it! And what a climax we have here! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
The United States give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And this is Batistuta. Brzezinski. Ambrosini.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now that looks a decent ball. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that's really well manoeuvred. That's that, the end. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And as you can see, we've already started here. Now it's Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Suarez is offering a wry smile there.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack
Punched away. Rui Costa. Oh, sweet feet. Madrid are looking to go forward now. That ball looks a good one. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Rui Costa! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's neat. Vieira cuts it out. The United States are looking to break at pace. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is...
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, can he get onto this? Great defending, strong and determined. Neither side yet able to find the net. And this is Luis Suarez. Suarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rui Costa kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Rodri. Ronaldinho. That is a brilliant interception. Bebeto looks to get on the end of this. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rui Costa can so cleverly bypass the press.
OK, I'm probably going to be accused of full-back bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so...
Ronaldinho! That's going to go a long way. Fernando Torres. Ronaldinho. Now it's Rui Costa. Rui Costa cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And this is Luis Suarez. Konate, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Beckenbauer with a definite foul there. Konate, it's Sergi, and it's Conte. Bebeto, Ronaldinho, going face to face with his great rival. Rodri, and it's Messi. Tries to pass it through. Batistuta. Messi. Conte. And this is Ronaldinho. Shot at goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Can he finish? It's in! The breakthrough strike. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Showing good feet. Rodri. Big chance! A real chance and a real let-off. Now it's Luis Suarez. Ronaldinho, a true great in every sense of the word.
2 minutos de descuento.
Rui Costa. Yaya Toure. And here's Suarez. Oh, he's found support out wide. No, it's not getting there. Ronaldinho. Vieira. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now it's Torres. Ronaldinho. He's got away. And it's Fernando Torres. Ronaldinho. Yaya Toure is the team's great visionary. Looking for options for movement. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. The United States on the spot for parity. And Iker Casillas somehow saves it. The United States have their third corner. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, what a... It's Luis Suarez! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
The United States get their fourth corner. Zanetti. Oh, it's played into the area. And now a sudden chance to counter. No outsmarting him this time. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now that looks a decent ball. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Ronaldinho thinks about the shot. Zanetti with a fine tackle. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Messi. Good ball, good take. And the pass is intercepted. Ronaldinho. And it's Conte. Great vision. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Corner. Corner number 2 then.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10, Ronaldinho. El dorsal 17, Messi. El dorsal 9, Fernando Torres. El dorsal 2.
Chance for a shot! It's there! 2 to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Madrid finding their passes. Rosicky. And it's Ambrosini. And here's Suarez. Kaká. And it's Batistuta. Vieira. Del Piero. Wriggles his way through. Batistuta is in a really good position out wide. Del Piero receives it in a good position here. Zanetti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que este estadio dispone de un circuito.